Yeah, it was B-Rob. He took a shot over on the other side, and then he turned it over, driving the middle, and then Armando turned it over, and then Garrison fouled the guy because we were coming back some during that stretch and got it to 6. And don't anybody say anything stupid about me calling a timeout. I wanted to call a timeout and didn't do it. And we got 5 damn shots from 3 feet from the basket and missed every one of them. I can't draw up a tricky play and get 5 shots from 3 feet. So don't get me pissed off about a timeout. Is that all right, Luke? I wasn't picking on you.
How far in advance, like, when did you know that both Black and Anthony were going to be out and be able to adjust to that?
Yesterday morning about 10:30, and at that time I wasn't sure that Leakey was going to be out. He was probably going to be out, but that's when I found out that Cole was definitely going to be out.
What kind of response were you hoping to see from those other guys, the guys who were going to have to play?
I think I got a decent response. Wanted to play exceptionally hard, try to do the right things. I mean, guys, we're out there trying to play. I'm so proud of Jeremiah Francis for trying. He hadn't played in 3 years, and trying to do those kind of things. KJ hadn't played, did some things that helps us. We're going to benefit in the long run from it, but it doesn't make it any more pleasant to go through right now for sure. Armando's been sensational at some times, but just couldn't get the ball to go in the basket. 2 for 14, I think it was. And then, we had some chances even during that stretch where we cut it to 6. We had some other opportunities at the free throw line. We didn't make it either. But for the physical part of it, I was pretty well pleased with what I got. I wasn't very pleased with the mental part of it, just some of the mistakes we made there. They're a hard team to cover, and, we got 24 shots inside, and just between those first 2 guys, Armando and Garrison, I think we could have gotten even more. But 24 shots, those shots that I like them to shoot, a lot of times we'd make 18. Today we made 10, but that's part of the game too.
Garrison had that 8-0 run at the end too, where it seemed like he was the guy consistently. It looked like he might have been doing it through some ankle pain. Was he okay?
I have no idea, guys. I'm worried about him where the hell I'm going to have a heart attack. And, sprained ankle's not much. I'll get that report later. They'll tell me.
When you guys started chipping away, the building did get pretty loud.
Yeah.
Do you have a sense of the building pulling you along the way it once did?
I'm sure they were great, but I really don't know. And somebody asked me if I was excited about playing here. I'm excited about playing better. I'll take even a red barn and go play if we can play better than we have been playing. But I love this place. I've said all the things that I can say, and I'm sure there was one time out that I did realize that they were into it. But it's I've never been beaten by a building. I've never had a building. Well, that's not true too, because I have seen sometimes where a building puts so much pressure on the other team at a free throw line it bothers you. But I love the opportunity to play here, but I'll play in a damn Red Forest if we play better and be a lot happier.
Coach, Andrew's original question about the 16-0 run, that sequence we talked about, the turnovers, that was that after
when we
were
cut
up
it, we'd
42,
cut it to
39,
6.
Then they went on the run.
Yeah. Yeah, that's during the time period where before the 12-minute timeout, I think. And Kirsch even said something to me. I even heard him. He usually tells me what to do all the time, and I never hear him. But he said TV timeout next possession. But I was going to call timeout and didn't do it. And say we got at least 5 shots from 3 feet, missed all 5 of them. So then I did call it the next time down. But we had a couple of breakdowns too. Even in that spot where we're trying to come back, we didn't fail to box out the guy in the corner, and they got a second shot opportunity and got 3 out of it. Some of the mistakes that we're making, got to clean those up. You can't lose a guy. We lost a guy, and he came out right in front of their bench and makes a 3, and we didn't get a box out in the corner, and he got the rebound, and they pass it and get another 3. We work every day on covering the baseline drive, and we didn't cover the baseline drive. They threw it to the far corner, threw it back out, and he makes the 3. And it's part of the game. Just got to get better.
Feltmore.
They shot 43s in that game. How hard is it to prepare for a system like that?
Well, I'd say the question, I forget who it was that asked somebody about how early it's even harder because you don't know who the lineup's going to be. And we have one practice yesterday, basically, after we found out everything. And those sound like, I apologize, that's an excuse, because we didn't practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we tried to practice Friday, and all of a sudden here's some things on Saturday, but that's an excuse. It still said North Carolina on our shirt, and I didn't do as good enough a job to get us through.
And considering KJ and Jeremiah
play as hard as you can, and I think they did that. I don't think we played as intelligent we can play, those guys included. I mean, I tell one of them one thing about a defense, and he says, okay, and point guard's supposed to turn around and tell everybody else, and he didn't turn around and tell everybody else, and then we failed an assignment, and they take it to the basket. So mentally, it was more difficult for them than it was physically.
Take one more, and then we'll get the players up here.
One other thing in terms of just the mental side of this, it appears to me that some of these guys, they're better shooters than what you're getting in terms
Yep.
of percentage, but a lot of them look like they're just not confident when they're catching it or when they're shooting it. They look like they're hoping. What can you do, or what are you trying to do to try to get those guys shooting more confident?
A couple of things. I'm challenging them. What was Joel Berry's famous statement on Jay Billis's walk? Something like that. I mean, if you're going to shoot it, be tough enough to make it. We're shooting a lot of shots, and you know what it is too is I think that basically you got to be tough enough to make shots, and if you make them in practice, you got to be able to make them in games, and so that's the mental side of the game. And I like guys shooting the ball when they're open, but the quality of our shots. We took 2 real bad ones in a row in there. Come on, you know, if we're trying to, the quality of our shots got to be better than the quality of the other team's shots. But yeah, it's the probably the lowest percentage team by far that I've ever had in 32 years and 5 years of high school and 8 years as a JV coach and all that kind of stuff. But the bottom line is you got to make shots, and you can try to give them confidence, but you know how you get confidence? Make a dadgum shot. It's pretty simple. Make a dadgum shot, and the other one gets a little easier. Make a putt, the next one gets easier too. But you know, we're not ranting and raving and screaming around. We're doing shooting drills, and we're saying, come on, we expect you to make a shot, you know, that kind of thing. But if I had to go to college again, I wouldn't major in health and physical education. I'd major in psychology, see if I could be any better than I am right now.
Thank you. Again, the players will be right outside. Platek, Brooks.